I think the internet now is a little bit slow. Looking at reports. I want someone to read for me the report. Somebody to read for me the report. Hello.
Yes, yes, yes.
Please read for me the report.
Okay. In October, Mackel Online acquired Peptel Visual of Berlin, one of Europe's leading educational software companies. The deal calls for Mackel at $49 million, Toronto-based company, to pay $5 million upfront from Peptel and such much as 5 million more over the next few years, depending on the German's company performance. Peptel posted 4.2 million in sales last year.
Okay. So there we can see an acquisition. I'm in the office. Yes. Sorry. So if Peptel performs well, what is the largest total price Mackel will have to pay? Hello?
Yes, yes.
If Peptel performs well, what is the total price it has to pay?
It should be 49 million.
Let us read again. So the deal calls for Mackel, bracket, 49 million Toronto-based company. So this is the worth of the Mackel company. Pay
Yes.
5 million upfront for Peptel and as much as 5 million more. So what is the amount it has to pay?
$10 million.
10 million. The answer is C. Peptel is based in
Go up a little bit on the passage. It's in Canada, Toronto-based company.
Peptel is in Canada. So where is Peptel based?
Peptel is based in Germany.
Performance. Yes, so the
Yes.
answer is.
So go back to the question.
Peptel is based in?
Peptel is based in Germany.
Okay. Berlin or Germany. So that is the country name. So there is this there is a company based in Toronto, Canada. That is just to bring a confusion to you. What fields are these companies in.
Go back a bit. Is it softwares?
Hmm?
It deals with softwares.
Educational software company.
Softwares, yeah. Oh.
So, computer software.
Software.
Okay, so the answer is A. I will take us to the next part. Number 4, we have letters. We generally always have one letter on the test. The important information is generally contained on the body of the letter, the part between the greeting and the closing, yours sincerely. So that is the body contains the main information. We're going to look at a question 1 to 3 referring to the following letter. We'll read the letter after the question. What items were not requested? A, catalogs, brochures, samples, pricing information. Number 2, what does Toeic sell now? Software, computers, financial reports, printing services. Toeic wants to distribute software, manufacture computers, purchase hardware, receive annual report. Somebody to take us through this letter very fast.
Okay, do you need us to read the part of maybe we start with only dear? Okay. So the company's name is Toeic SRO Borovolska. That is the address in Czech Republic. Then there is telephone number and fax number. So December, the letter is dated December 3rd, assuming it's 2020. Then 2019. Then post comporteur, that is the address. 43 Griffins Road, Dinsadale, Hamilton, North Island of New Zealand. So dear sir or madam, we are interested in becoming distributors for your software products in the Czech Republic. Would you please send us your latest catalogs, descriptive brochures, and terms? We are a hardware company that would like to add software to our sales offerings. Our annual reports is enclosed. We look forward to hearing from you soon. Sincerely yours, Peter Zavel, Chairman.
So which items were not requested?
So they only requested for catalog, brochures, and terms.
So which was not requested?
Samples.
Samples, they did not request for samples. What does Toeic sell now?
Pardon?
What does Toeic sell now?
Softwares. They want to add softwares.
What do they sell now?
Oh, okay. They sell, go back a bit on the passage, please. They're a hardware company.
Yes. So they're a hardware company.
So maybe you got the answers we check. So if it's a hardware company, that means it's computers.
So hardware company that would like to add software to a sales offering. Hardware. Yeah, a hardware should include computers. So the answer will be B. You take one to choose.
It wants to distribute softwares.
So the answer is A.
It should be A.
Okay.
Because if you can see in the last part, it says we are a hardware company that would like to add software to our sales offerings.
Okay. Number 5, memos. We looked at a memo in our example, but we'll look at it as a scale. A memorandum or a memo is an internal form of communication that is sent from one member of a company to a member of the same company. Today, these memos are often sent by computer as email. To learn about computer-generated language, see the skills 12 and 13 as we're going to look later on today. Mostly in most companies, memos are usually put on the notice board or on the departmental notice board or information desk. We're going to look at a memo here and we're going to answer question 1 to 4. I'll read the questions very fast. If a flight is over 5 hours, what class can be booked? Economy plus, business, fast. When will this rule go into effect? A, in 2 weeks. B, at the end of the summer. C, at the first of the year. D, in 5 months. Why was this memo written? To save time, to save money, to reward the employees, to increase company travel. Who is affected by this memo? Only the board of directors, only frequent travelers, only the personnel department, all the personnel. Someone to read us the Dr. Atisik. Hello. Okay, Freddie, read for us the memo. Hello. Can you hear me? Hello. Freddie, read for us the memo.
Hello.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, my volume is down. You want to read? I read the memo?
Yes.
Okay. This is a memorandum to all employees. So the memorandum is addressed to all employees from Simon Gonzalez, personnel officer, dated May 15th, 2020. Subject is company travel. So effective June 1st, all personnel traveling on company business must use the most economical means possible. No flights under 5 hours. No flights under 5 hours can be booked in business class. No flights regardless of duration, can be booked in first class.
So effective June 1st, and the letter is dated May 15th.
Yes.
All personnel on company business must use the most economical means possible. No flights under 5 hours can be booked in business class. No flights, regardless of the duration, can be booked in first class. So if a flight is over 5 hours, what class can be booked? Hello? If the class is over, if the flight is over 5 hours, so if the flight is over 5 hours, they can only book the economy class. When will this rule go into effect? So it goes into effect
In 2
in
weeks'
about
time.
in about 2 weeks time, because from May 15th to June 1st, that's around 2 weeks. Why was this memo written?
Naomi, sorry, I didn't get number 1. You said it, sir?
Economy.
Okay.
If a flight is over 5 years.
Why not economy plus? Why not economy plus?
Why not economy plus?
Or do you mean like economy plus is almost to first class? Or business class?
We are using the most economical means possible.
Okay.
So economy plus is a bit plus
Noted.
more than the economy. So if it's more than 5 hours, we have to use economy. Why was the memo written?
To save the money.
Save the money, because we have the word use the most economical means possible. So we're aiming at saving money. Who is affected by this memo? Who is affected by the memo?
All personnel.
All personnel, because the letter is addressed to all personnel. So that is about memos. Next, we'll look at tables and charts. Tables and charts show a compilation of data that are useful for quick comparison. They can be about almost any subject. You can find them in English language, newspapers, and magazines. So tables and charts give us different types of information, and they enable us give comparison, maybe on weather, on economical figures, maybe on shares, on stock market exchange. We have those different types of charts. So the example we have here is about world temperatures. And allow me to read the questions very fast so that you can look at the chart and answer the questions. Which 2 cities were cloudy on January 5? Amsterdam and Taipei, Beijing and Manila, Athens and Tokyo, Bangkok and Seoul. Which city had the highest temperature? Athens, Bangkok, Jakarta, Manila. Which city had the closest spread between high and low temperature? Brussels, Frankfurt, Seoul, Tokyo, Kuala Lumpur had sun, thunderstorm, rain, showers. So we look at the world temperature chart, and we have the abbreviations here. S means sunny, PC partly cloudy, C cloudy, SH showers, T thunderstorm, R rain. So which two cities were cloudy on January 5? Cloudy. From the chart, two cities were cloudy.
Okay. Taipei and Amsterdam.
Yeah, Amsterdam and Taipei. So the answer is A. Which city had the highest temperature? Highest temperature.
That is Manila.
91, 90. So the degrees
Is it
here
Manila
are
and
in,
Bangkok? Okay, like maybe you clarify a bit on something. CF means
degrees Fahrenheit, Celsius, Fahrenheit.
so. Like for example, can we use number one when we say Amsterdam is 6/41 and Athens is 13/55? What does it mean?
6 degrees Celsius to 1 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay, so it's the same thing, right?
Yes. Because
so
we use different.
So can you go back the question, please?
Which city had the highest temperature?
They only want one city or cities.
City.
So that one will be Manila and Bangkok.
Highest. We want the highest. The one with only one city. So that is
So back to
Manila.
the question, please. You're talking of the question number 2?
Yes.
Okay. If it's question number 2, it's Manila.
Yes. Which city has the closest spread between high and low? Closest spread. So we look at high and low. The spread means the difference between high and low. So
that is Frankfurt.
yeah, Frankfurt has 3.
3 and 1.
Yeah. So those are a very short spread, like the closest spread. So the answer is B. Kuala Lumpur had which weather was in Kuala Lumpur?
Thunderstorms.
Yes. The answer is B. That is an example of a table or a chart to help give comparison. Next, we look at graphs. Graph is a drawing that shows relationship between variables. On the Toeic test, there can be line graphs, bar graphs, or pie graphs or pie charts. before we look at this pie chart and analyze it, I'll read the questions. Who will be most interested in reading this graph? Tourists, competing hotels, landscape architects, job hunters. According to this graph, Toeic is a top-ranking hotel chain. It's only in Latin America, has less of a share than Toeic, has 1/4 of the market. So we have hotel chain market share, other 5%, Toeic 15, Toeic 25, Stilton 55. So who will be interested? Who will be interested in reading this graph?
Who is reading? Competing hotel.
Confusing. It's confusing.
The answer is competing hotels.
Mhm.
We're looking at
Hotel chain, yeah.
hotel chain market share.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the other hotels will want to see which hotel has a big or bigger
Share market.
market share. Yeah. According to this graph, Toeic is
Okay, go back to the chart. Is
Lowest.
Toeic is number
75%.
number 2.
number 2, right? With 25. So is the top ranking hotel chain?
The top ranking.
Which one is the top ranking?
Chilton.
Stilton
Yes.
is only in Latin America.
Mhm.
We're not given any information to tell us where it is.
We don't know about the location.
It has less of a share than Toeic.
Mhm.
Toeic has
No,
15, Toeic has
it has
25.
more. It has
Yes.
more.
So the best answer is D. Has 1/4.
As a quarter. Yeah, because 25% is a quarter of the entire pie chart.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay.
Next, we look at announcements. An announcement is similar to a report, except that it has more immediate information. It's usually an announcement on the Toeic. So we're going to look at question 1 to 5. Then we'll refer to the announcement given. What is the company's world ranking? 3, 22, 30, 52. What might happen to the company? It might be bought, it might expand, it may diversify, it may become international. How long has Mr. Caspar worked for Omnicable? For a few weeks, since April 30, since he was 40, 62 years. What kind of business is Omnicable? Omnicable. Communications, computer, manufacturing, service. Which the word declined in line 6 is closest in meaning to fail, refused, wasn't, denied.
It's closer to fail.
You've not read the text? Okay, read the
You only
announcement.
showed us 2 answers. Okay. The Omnicable Company representatives said yesterday that John A. Kaspar, its president and chief operating officer, would resign on April 30th. The announcement added to speculations that the world's third largest cable television system could be bought within a few weeks. Mr. Kaspar, 62 years, said he was leaving after more than 22 years for personal reasons. He declined to answer any questions about his future plans.
Okay. What is the company's world ranking?
World ranking.
Third.
Third. So
Yes.
the answer is A. What might happen to the company?
Happen.
It may be bought, it may be sold.
It will be bought within a few weeks.
Yeah, so the answer is A. It may be bought.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
How
think so.
long has Mr. Kaspar worked for Omnicable?
22. More than
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So there is no 22.
more than.
So he is 62 now, and he has worked for more than 22.
22
What is
years.
the answer?
Since he was 40 years, because he has retired when he was 62 years.
53 years, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, exactly. Because he's living at 62 years and he has worked for them 22 years. So if you add 40 plus 62, it becomes 62 years. Sorry.
40 plus 22. What kind of
40 plus
business
22
is
years.
Omnicable?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of business is Omnicable? The largest
They are dealing with the
of
cable television
third
systems.
largest cable television system. So it is
Decline.
Communication.
okay. Cable, television cable is a
Communication.
communication. The word declined in line 6 is closest in meaning to tell, refused, wasn't, denied. So he declined to answer.
4.
He refused. Can you go back to the answers?
4, I think. Fail.
Refused. No, refused. If you decline, it means you refuse.
Yeah, he refused to answer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like I can just say, I'm declining to take any questions from you.
Yeah, refusing to take any questions. Next, we'll have
B-boy, right?
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Next, we look at notices. A notice is an information that the writer feels the general public or specific product users must be made aware of. There are often notices attached to walls and public buildings or enclosed with the product description. We have a notice here. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
We have a notice here, and we have question 1 to 2. I'll read the question. Who will be the most affected by this notice? A, hotel chains. B, furniture rental companies. C, real estate agents. D, new employees moving from another city. Number 2, which of the following will be reimbursed? A, lunch for movers. B, shipping household goods. C, gas used for looking a house. D, hotel expenses. And then Talon, can you read for us this notice?
Yeah. Oh. Wait. Wait.
Naomi, go back to the previous page, please.
Yes.
Sorry.
Okay. Corporate policy change. Moving expenses. You can be reimbursed for your expenses of moving to a new home only if your new home is at least 50 miles away from your former home. In addition, expenses are limited to the cost of moving your household goods and personal effect from your former home to your new home. Meals, pre-move house hunting expenses, and temporary quarter expenses are no longer reimbursable. That's it.
Okay. Who will be the most affected by this notice?
Moving expenses. Good.
New employees moving from another city, from another city.
Yeah.
New employees. Okay.
Number 2, which of the following will be reimbursed?
Which of the following will be reimbursed? Your expenses of moving to
In
new.
addition, expenses are limited to the cost of moving your household goods and personal effects from your former home to your new home. Meal moving expenses, you can be reimbursed your expenses of moving to your new home.
New home.
For meals, remove house hunting expenses, temporary quota expenses are no longer reimbursable. So lunch is a meal, it's not reimbursable. Gas looking for a new house, is not reimbursable. And temporary quota hotel expenses are not reimbursable. So what is reimbursable is the shipping, household goods. Okay.
But there a bit, they confused us with the word shipping.
Shipping and
they just tried to twist the word by involving the word shipping.
Yeah, we said in the the beginning of our class that as we scan through, we look at words that have the same meaning. Shipping,
Yeah.
same as moving. Okay, we are almost done. Articles. An article is a passage written for a newspaper, magazine, or newsletter. It may be about a current news item or about a topic of general or specific interest. depending on the publications where it appears. Question 1 to 3 refers to the following article. Choose the one best answer to each question. I'll skip the article and read the questions 1 to 3. Then we'll go back to the article and answer the questions. What is the article mainly about? How to train interns, where to find interns, the difficulties of interns, the advantages of interns. The word asset in line 3 is closest in meaning to experience, money, education, benefit. Number 3, what is a disadvantage of having interns? They lack enthusiasm, they need a lot of help, they require high pay, they complain frequently. Ready, take us through this article?
Okay. We are going through the article. It says interns, college students or recent graduates who work for a company in exchange for opportunity to gain work experience can be a great asset to any company, whether large or small. Some companies complain that interns are a drain on their resources because of their lack of experience. Interns may require close supervision and lots of support. However, the enthusiasm, energy, and creativity they bring to the workplace can more than make up for this. Really good interns can become permanent staff members. And the advantage is that they will already be familiar with the work and the company. Interns are far more than just a supply of unpaid help. They have many positive contributions to make.
Okay. Question 1. What is this article mainly about?
Advantage of interns. Mention how to train. How to train.
So the answer is D.
Sorry?
The answer is D.
The advantage of interns, right?
Yes. So mainly the passage is talking about interns and giving the advantages of interns. Number 2, the word asset in line 3 is closest in meaning to?
Line 3.
1, 2, 3.
Line
And
3.
a great asset to the company.
Asset.
What does it mean?
Benefit.
Benefit, yes.
Yeah.
They can be a great benefit to the company. What is a disadvantage of having interns? Disadvantage? They lack enthusiasm, they need a lot of help, they require a high pay, they complain frequently.
Need a lot of help.
Yes. Because of their lack of experience, interns may require close supervision and lot of support. So that is the disadvantage. They need a lot of help.
Mhm.
Any question?
That's
No.
why they are interns.
Okay.
That's why we are interns.
Are you an intern?
We are intern of Toeic.
Need a lot of help?
Sure. To use in our workplace.
Yes. We're going to look at schedules. A schedule is a printed form with a list of information, stock prices, train departure times, payment schedules, and so on. So in case you can have a question on schedule, we'll use this schedule here to answer question 1 to 4. So I'll skip the schedule and read the questions. What time do off-peak
Naomi,
fares?
just a minute, please.
Yes.
Can you go back a bit the schedule? Just 1 minute.
Mhm.
Is it all? Okay. I just wanted to have a look then. Okay, you can go ahead.
So we have channel opens at 8 p.m. prior to this time stop on 12 meridian. W bus departs at this time, arrives about 5 minutes later. The ball face indicates peak fares. So we have ball here, we have ball here, we have ball here. So they indicate peak fares. So this is bus departure. Then this is tunnel opening. Okay, so we'll look at what time do off-peak fares probably start. So we have peak fare. We want to know the time off-peak fares start. Before 7 a.m., 8:25 a.m., 8:30 a.m., 8:51 a.m. What does the 7:30 bus, what time does the 7:30 bus arrive at the 7th and market? 7, 7:22, 7:25, 7:30. What doesn't the 7:30? Why doesn't the 7:30 use the tunnel? Because it's rush hour, bus hits exceed limits of the tunnel. The tunnel is closed at that time. Early buses are rarely full enough. Early buses are rarely full enough to go through the tunnel. How long is the trip from 7th Market to 122nd and 16th? Quarter an hour, half an hour, almost an hour, and how? Okay, so let's look at the schedule. 7th and Market, East Rise, P and R Tunnel on 22nd, East and 16th. So the first question is, what time do off-peak fares start?
Peak
Off-peak,
or peak? Okay.
yes.
Peak or peak.
Is it 8:30?
So it's a time between 8:25 and 8:32, right?
8:20.
Yeah.
So before 7, no. 8:55, no. 8:51, no. So they probably start around 8:30 a.m. So the answer is C.
Second.
Yes. What time does the 7:30 bus arrive at the 7th and market, 7:30 bus.
7 market.
Depart at this time. So what time does it arrive?
Time. 7 market. To now open.
So buses marked with W, it means bus departs at this time. It arrives about 5 minutes early.
Mhm.
The question is, what time does the 7:30 bus arrive
At
at
the
the 7th
7
and market?
market.
So 5 minutes early is 7:25. Is it clear? Is it okay?
10 minutes.
5 minutes earlier.
5 minutes earlier.
Yeah, it's okay.
Mm-hmm. Good. Okay.
So we look at number 3. Why doesn't the 7:30 use the tunnel? 7:30, why does it not use the tunnel? T, tunnel opens at 8 a.m. Buses prior to this time stop on the 12th and Meridian. 12th and Meridian. Okay, so 7:30, we have T.
T.
So
Yeah.
why does it not pass through the tunnel? What is the correct answer?
The tunnel is closed at that time.
Yes, so the answer is C. How long is the trip from 7th market to 122nd and 16th? How long from here to here?
Almost an hour.
Why do you say that? How many
Because
minutes?
because you see it's 9:51, then it's
Mhm.
arriving there at 10:40.
Mm-hmm.
So that is only a difference of 9 minutes.
Yeah.
A difference of 9 minutes to make it 1 hour.
Okay, that is clearer. It takes 51 minutes or approximately 51. Because if you get the difference from this side to this side, it's almost the same. So a quarter an hour, no. Half an hour, no. An hour, no. But almost an hour is correct. So the answer is C. Any question? We have 2 more skills to go. A little patience, please. So we have email, the most common passages that we'll have. So in the Toeic part 7, mostly towards the end where we have 2 passages or 3, you can have an email and a memo, or an email and a chat, or an email with something else, so that you refer to the email and refer to the chat and answer the questions all together. Okay. Email means electronic mail and refers to computer mail. Email can be used to send any type of correspondence, form, or questionnaire. So an email Reading item may include any type of content. One distinctive feature of the email is its heading, which includes the information about the sender, the receiver, and the transmission. A second feature of the email is that its language is usually more casual than that of a formal paper correspondence. So we have 2 questions for this email here. What is the sender's email address? It's easier to find an email address from an email. Where was the gathering? A, at Toeic. B, with the client of Misha Poloneski. C, in Orlando. D, at Parazas. Okay. Someone read from this email. Ready?
Okay, the email is from Melinda Ligos. So the email address is m_ligos@hotech.com. Sent on Tuesday, January 14th, 2020 at 4:06 p.m. to Misha Polensky. Her email is m_polensky@hotech.com. Subject, meeting in Orlando. So the meeting is in Orlando. So Misha, the meeting went better than expected. They will get back to us this week about the proposal. Thanks for suggesting Sparazas. I had dinner there on Thursday. Loved it, Melinda.
What is the sender's email address?
m_Ligos.
m_Ligos from. So that is the sender. Where was
Yeah,
where was the gathering?
In Orlando.
Yeah, Toeic is the company where they work. The meeting was with a client of Misha Poloneski, and she had dinner at Brazos. So the meeting was in Orlando. So we're going to look at the last skill.
Even if you look at the subject, it says clearly meeting in Orlando.
Yeah. Okay, so the last part is web pages. Okay, we may see web pages in the part 7 of Toeic. You can find an unlimited number of web pages on the internet, so familiarize yourself with their layout and terminology. We look at a sample. What is this web page about? What is it about?
I think it's about the payments, how to use the prepaid cards.
Yeah, it's a stored value payment web page. So you can find the home, about us, product. So this is a web page for that company. Where would you click to get an answer to a basic question about the SVP? Home, product, contact, frequently asked questions. What is the purpose?
Okay, continue, sorry.
What is the purpose of the SVP card? To pay for fuel in advance, to reduce costs, to ensure privacy, to store gas safely in your home. Okay. So we have prepaid gasoline cards and national retail gift cards and certificates. Stored value payment. SVP is a pioneer of the prepaid gasoline card market. Our client includes everyone from Microsoft executives to your next door neighbor. Let us know how we can serve you. So this is general information on our web page. Where would you click to get an answer to a basic question about SVP?
You can check on frequently asked questions. That's D.
Yeah. Okay. What is the purpose of the SVP card? What is the purpose?
I think the purpose should be to pay for fuel in advance.
Yes. So those are some of the sample questions that we can learn from part 7. So in our next class on Monday, when we'll be giving, sorry, on Tuesday, when we'll be giving a summary on Toeic, I'll add something about part 7. That's after I give you practice questions. We will look at the new Toeic part 7 and how to tackle the questions and what has changed in the new Toeic. So, any question about what you've learned today? Any question about what you've learned today?
Or maybe like just a question. Can you advise someone like maybe to start with answering questions with the short conversations, or you start with the ones with the longer conversations? Because I have just seen like there are some, they are short and the answers are direct. Then there are those ones that are long and they have many questions, they need more time. So how can you advise someone to approach such questions?
Okay, in reading part, we have 3 parts, part 5, 6, and 7. And this is done in 75 minutes. So you must increase your speed or do part 1, part 5 and 6 very fast so that you have more time for the 48 remaining questions in part 7. So part 7, when you begin it, it has simpler questions and short passage questions. But as you go towards the end, the passages are longer and a bit complicated. Like you have to scan, predict, and read again for you to be able to get the correct answer. So my advice will be, once you get into the reading part, do part 5 and 6 very fast. Then the first 8 questions will be shorter and a little bit more direct, in as much as you will be asked questions about context and text messages and inference. It will be a bit simpler so that you have at least 30 minutes remaining for the last part of Toeic. For the last, let's say, 20 questions for the longer passages, so that you can be able to read and understand. You realize that this part will test your speed and your comprehension in reading. So the faster you do the first parts, the easier it will be for you to complete the remaining part. If you're not careful, you run out of time before you even reach on question 180, 190, and then you'll be forced to use the remaining parts because all questions must have answers in Toeic. Is it okay?
Okay, and what if you don't answer all the questions? You're sure of whatever you answered only? Will it affect your marks?
You can guess the remaining parts so that you finish marking all the answers.
Assuming I don't mark all, what impact does it have?
It's a requirement for TOEIC that all answers must be filled. So if
Okay.
you, and even if you don't answer all, it may not really affect your score, but it can occur to you that when you guess, sometimes you can get a correct answer, right? Because it's a choice. So out of the guesswork, you'll get a few correct answers. But try to work on the speed in reading and comprehension.
Thank you.
So if you don't have any question, this will mark the end of our class today.
Thank you, teacher.
Bye.